Hello, this is the Generally Approachable Sudoku for the 24th of March 2024. It is Why Am I Like This by Philip Newman, a question that we all love to ask ourselves very often. So let's take a look at the rules. There are German whispers today. We haven't seen German whispers in a while actually. I mean, we did see them pretty early on in like one of the artisanal Sudoku puzzles, but not in a gas puzzle. So let's take a look. Normal Sudoku rules apply, so place the digits 1 and 9 every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. German whispers, digits in cells directly connected by a line must differ by at least 5. So, for example, those two cells must differ by at least 5. If this was a 3, this could be an 8 or a 9, and that will be valid because they differ by at least 5. It could be more than 5 or exactly 5, and that will be valid. So yeah, those are all the rules. With that, let us just begin solving. Now, German whispers have a lot of tricks. The most important one will come up shortly. And that trick is that there is a single digit that cannot appear on a German whisper line. And that digit is a 5. The reason why is because if you try to put a 5 here, the cells next to the 5 have to either be a 0 or a 10 to be at least 5 away. And that just doesn't work because those are not valid things you can put on a Sudoku. And so that means that 5 cannot be on the line at all. And that's very useful because here, every row and every box in fact has exactly one cell that is not on a green line. And because those are the only cells in each row, column and box that are not on the green line, they all must be 5. So there you go, 9 digits instantly. Now another thing we can do is also figure out these two lines at the edge. Those two lines actually have set sequences of digits. And in fact that is true for any set of 8 that is true for any set of 8 distinct digits on a German whisper line. And that is because of something rather interesting. We know 5 is not on the German whisper line, but the other digits that are also quite interesting to be on the German whisper line are 6 and 4. And that's because both 6 and 4 only have one partner each, while some digit like 3 could have 8 and 9 as partners. 4 and 6 only have one partner. So 6 can only be next to 1, and 4 can only be next to 9. Which means that in a sort of length like this, your 4s and 6s must be on the ends. And the reason why is because if it were anywhere else, it would have to touch two different partners, which cannot happen. So 4 and 6s must be at the end here, and the 4s and 6s on the side of the board help us resolve that. So we can do something like this. Once we have those in, we can actually fill in the rest pretty quickly. 4s have only one partner, 9, while 6 only have one partner, 1. We also know 3 only has two partners, 8 and 9, and therefore 3 must always be next to a 9 and next to an 8. So 3 must go here, 8 must be next to the 3. Same for the 7, 7 can only be next to 1 and 2, so 7 must be next to 1, and we can place the 2 here. And this sequence is actually the only sequence that works for a German whisper with 8 different digits on it in a row. We can replicate that sequence down here. As a result, if I can just type quickly enough, there you go. This is the only sequence of digits that work like that. We can sort of try to replicate it on these lines, but because they do bend, you know, this digit, well, I'm not entirely sure. We could still do stuff with this, right? Because where does 6 go in this row, or on this line specifically, has to go here because it has to be at the end of a line. 4 similarly, in this section over here must be here. 4 must be next to 9, while 6 must be next to 1. And we can keep following that. There is one final trick in German whispers that might come up soon about something known as polarity, but we'll figure that out when we have to. Do we have to? Like, where put all the 6s and 4s? Like, for example, 4 in this box has to be on the end of a line, but can't be in those two cells because the 4 here, so it must be here. In this box has to be at the end of the line, so it must be here. In this box, 6 has to be at the end of the line, which has to be here because those can't be 6. And so in here, 6 must be there. Therefore, in this box, 6 must be at the end of the line, so it has to be here. 4 has to be here. Is my voice a bit whack? I think my voice sounds a bit wrong today. Sorry. So 4 in this box can't be there, so it must be here. 6 therefore is here as a result. In this box, 6 because of that cell can't be here, so 6 goes up here. 4 goes down here. And I think we've gotten all the 4s and 6s as well. I believe so. Okay. Because they are in and out of the lines, they only have one partner each, so we can fill those in as well. 4s are always next to 9, while 6s are always next to 1. 9, 1, 1 here, 9 there. And I think we have all the 9s and 1s as well. Well, we don't have it here. We don't have a 9 here, but I think we can just place it down. Yeah, 9 must be in this cell, and similarly 1 in this box must be here. And that should be... oh, there's some over here as well. Yeah, the 6 here sees a 1 here. And the 9s, yeah, we have all the 9s, and I think we have all the 1s. Okay, cool. Now might be a good time to talk about polarity, because we can't really talk about this anymore. I guess 3 must always be next to 8 and 9 in this section over here, so 3 must be here as well. And you can sort of see that actually this sequence over here very closely resembles this sequence, and I think that is the case. I can't entirely be sure though. It does seem to want to follow that sequence though. Can I prove that? Same for this sequence and this sequence seem to match up. Yeah, I guess we can try and prove that by saying where does 3 go in this box. It must be always next to a 9 and an 8 because it is not at the end of a line. So it must be here with 8 beside it. Same for 7, which must always be next to 1 and 2. So 7 goes here, 2 goes here. And I think by that same logic we can apply that to every single set with 4 and 9 at the beginning. Where, well, this does end off here, so it might be slightly different then. Where 3 could in fact be at the end over here. But for this one where it has to bend over, 3 can't be there, you know. Because 3 could be here because it is next to 9. Alright, fine. I'll deal with your parity problem then. Polarity problem. Alright, let's talk about polarity. Oh, you know what? I could just do Sudoku. I'm stupid. This is a 3. This is a 7. I'm really dumb. Yes, I could just do Sudoku. 7 in this box must be here. This must be a 2. Like, imagine doing a Sudoku. Imagine actually doing Sudoku in a Sudoku puzzle, right? Sorry, this is 3 and 8. Can't resolve that yet. However, this digit must be at least 5 away from 1, so it must be an 8. 3 goes here. Those digits must be 2 and 7. This 9 means that must be a 2. So that must be a 7. Those digits are 3 and 8 as well. 3 resolves that. Yeah, and you'll see that the sequence does in fact look identical in a lot of ways. What else do we have? Triple here. This is 2, 3, and 8. 3 has to be in that cell. This can't be 2 anymore because it must be at least 5 away. Those digits have to be 2, 7, 8, I think. Yeah, 2 can only be here. This can't be 8, so it's a 7. This is an 8. And this would be a 3, which works. It actually does fulfill the line here. Same here, this has to be 8, 2, and 7. 7 must be there. 8 combines to 7, so 8 goes here, 2 goes here. Yep, follows the exact pattern. This would therefore be a 7. Well, because of the box, it has to be 7. But I kind of just saw this and I was like, I'm guessing that it actually follows the pattern. I shouldn't be guessing, but yeah. My instinct told me it was a 7. Anyway, those last 3 digits would be 3, 8, and 2. 8 has to go in the middle. 2 here means 2 is over here, and 3 is over here. There we go. Solved the puzzle in 7 minutes and 43 seconds. Nice. What an interesting puzzle. Yeah, I really like the concept here. I hope you enjoyed that concept as well. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.